going through all this with Suge and everything, man. You know, I seen there was a time where some guys were planning on kidnapping him.
Yeah.
You know, can you kind of talk about that? What all happened with that?
Oh man. Some of the guys was talking about, well, it was mentioned that they ain't getting their money. Let's kidnap this motherfucker and get our money. Somebody out of that crew went back and told him. When they told him, he calls Reggie Sr. Reggie Sr. sent Reggie Jr. to pretty much oversee all the other shit, and that's how Reggie Jr. came about. Because apparently Suge was nervous and maybe thought motherfuckers was gonna do it.
And how did it not happen?
Lil Reggie came and certain individuals were saying that ain't gonna work, we ain't gonna do that. And, you know, those that spoke was the voice, so it wasn't gonna happen.
It was shut down. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, going through all this with Suge, man, you know, was there any times where you had to step in to like say, I mean, besides maybe that time, but were there other times where you had to kind of step in to stop dudes from trying to do something to him or something, or?
No, well, at that point, that was Neckbone Buncher and them job. Wherever they went, we had a issue at, what they call that, Roxbury or some shit, when we had a fight with the Rams football team.
The Rams, yeah.
Yeah. And that time, you know, we under the impression that these cats is trying to jump him. When Suge came in and called us, and we came out there, it wasn't no talking. It wasn't no talking after that.
Well, can you take me through it? Can you take me through the whole story?
We in the club, we jamming like a mug. We got some females with us, all the homies together, and we Suge whistled. Buntry called everybody out. Buntry, George, Neckbone, everybody there. Well, but everybody there. Everybody comes outside. So along this wall right here, Suge, I think he had the pink Mercedes or the 911 or one, right here, and all the football team, the Ram football players is right next to him. So when we got out there, Suge is telling one of the guys some shit, and they talking, oh, you whack, that's why you didn't make the team, yada, yada. And when Suge took off, everybody else took off. And we were standing on cars beating the shit out of them mother. We beat the shit out of them. And the police pulled up. And one of the twins is still beating the shit out of that big mother, sliding him up under the car. And they had to turn their lights on for him to look up and see that, yeah, it's us, mother, the police. And everybody was standing on the side outside in front, laughing because he was in beast mode. He was in beast mode. And after that, all the Suge altercations or whatever was with Buntry and all of them. I didn't have to endure none of that shit. I didn't have to, you know, me and Buntry used to conversate, man, you gotta stop this shit. Wasn't no talking to him. He in full mode now. He's straight gangster now. Ain't no telling him nothing now. So.
Well, you remember what year this was? Like the early 90s? And did you know any of them?
Any of who?
The Rams players.
No, I didn't know none of them motherfuckers. I didn't know. They know who they is. They should be honest and get on the goddamn thing and say, yeah, we remember that day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we had a lot of fun at the beginning doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? When we was on Wilshire, 5555 Wilshire Boulevard, we on the 12th floor. We look down, you see Carol's O'Connor, he had a little restaurant over there. And We was doing so much shit in that goddamn building, man. We had a ball, and we did a lot of shit. A lot of shit I ain't proud of, but we did a lot of shit. We went a lot of places fucking with Suge. We went to different places, different locations, and had to prove a point. That was the most fun about it, when we actually got paid for what we was supposed to get paid for. It definitely kept you sharp, your tools sharp, going to Ruthless Records. We did a lot of shit, man. But at the end of the day, it was all for nothing. It was all for nothing. Not one of the homies came out of it rich. None of us owned a house. Not a goddamn thing. We went in and came out the same motherfucking way. So we f***ed up big time. But can't blame nobody but us. I don't blame Suge. I don't blame none of that. I blame us. Well, I take responsibility for myself. If I could have did it all over again, I would have been on his neck. I would have stayed on his neck. This is not the purpose. This ain't how we supposed to do it. We in this business. You know, then Tupac gone. So after that happened, this shit is over. And it went downhill from there.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.